What's up, everybody? World's Worst Gamer here. I'm here with my final thoughts on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Unfortunately, I didn't make it that far in the game. I, I lost interest, is the best way to say it. We're going to start with the story. The story started out great, and then it got really dull really fast. I don't know if it's just my interest in the culture or if it's my lack of interest with the game itself. That I don't know. So, with the story aside, we're going to go to gameplay. Gameplay is phenomenal. The combat is excellent. Your leveling system's great. Did definitely rip the mount, how you do the mount and everything from Ghost of Tsushima, for sure. That gameplay is just great. Wasn't a fan that you had to upgrade your hideout and, do some survival shit like that. Wasn't too big of a fan of that, but that's a minor detail. So, firstly, what I've noticed, as you can see on the screen, I'm going to talk about equipment. One thing I've noticed, the only thing that truly matters is your weapon DPS. All the rest of it, I really haven't noticed too much of a difference. Like it's important, but it's nowhere near as important as your weapon DPS in my opinion. So to me, I just kind of looked that aside. So the combat, back to it, it's phenomenal. It's definitely gives off almost hack and slash, but they added in some parkour things that you could do and other little things like that that just really get you immersed in the game. It's really good. Yeah, that's about the only thing I have good to say about that part. So the stealth, it's all right. It's an Assassin's Creed game, so it's about the same as always. And yeah, that's about all I can say about the gameplay. Let's get to the graphics. This game, especially on a console, is pretty visually stunning. I'm impressed. The colors are great. The way the game actually looks itself is phenomenal. One thing I noticed is all the NPCs have pretty much the same walk. They walk very stiff with no actual liveliness to them, if you will. It's it's just like they didn't put as much love into the NPCs, and I get that. Like no one really pays attention to it, but when you want to feel immersed, you want to see actual natural movements, not robot-like movements. So, I guess I can let that slide. But like I said, the graphics are phenomenal. Beautiful game. Ray tracing in this game is excellent. I don't know if I'm if I'm at a spot where I can actually show you a good way to show that off. But the way they do the water is surprisingly really well. So the graphics I give a 10 out of 10. Gameplay I'll give a solid 8 out of 10. The story I'm gonna have to give it like a 6 out of 10 for that. Of course, my opinion doesn't really matter. But overall, the game, if you go into it not knowing anything about Assassin's Creed, it's pretty good. It's actually better than pretty good. It's pretty great. If you go into it knowing what Assassin's Creed used to be, starting all the way back, I think it was PlayStation 3 is when Assassin's Creed launched. When you go all the way back to that to what it is now, it's a husk of itself. But I get what Ubisoft's trying to do. They're trying to relate to the modern people. And unfortunately, that's why most games fail, is when you try to send a message or trying to relate with people versus just making a good game. I mean, look at Monster Hunter Wilds. It didn't do any of that bullshit where it tries to relate with people or send a message. It's just an overall good game. It listened to the people. Maybe Ubisoft can take some notes from that. So, Overall game, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Should you buy it? Yes, absolutely. Buy it and give it a shot. Should you buy it at the $70 price tag? In my opinion, absolutely not. But we'll leave that up to you to decide. Tell me in the comments what you liked about the game and what you disliked about the game. I'll love to hear it, and it'll give me great content for later, because I will be answering and replying to as much comments as I can. World's Worst Gamer is out. Peace.